I want to show you a magic trick. It's the biggest one being pulled on America right now, and almost nobody notices it's happening even while it's happening to them. Here's the trick. Say the number $100,000 a year. For most of our lives, that number meant something. It meant you made it. Nice house, 2 cars, vacations, money in the bank, the whole American dream in one tidy salary. Your parents would have told the whole neighborhood. Now say it to someone earning exactly that today and watch their face. Because a shocking number of people pulling in 6 figures right now feel dead broke living check to check, no savings, quietly wondering what they're doing wrong. And here's the punchline that should make you sit up. It's not what they're doing wrong. The number didn't shrink. The trick is that everything around the number changed quietly while they were busy earning it. So today I'm going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how $100,000 got turned from a dream into a disappearing act in 4 moves. If you like your money truth without the sugarcoating, subscribe because this one explains the exact thing you've been feeling but couldn't name. Let's start with the proof the trick is real. Nearly half of Americans, 44%, now say they're cash poor with less than $200 in savings. $200. And this isn't just minimum wage workers anymore. Financial instability has climbed straight into the 6-figure crowd. People who look successful on paper are one flat tire away from a crisis. So how does a great salary leave you with nothing? Watch the 4 moves. Move 1. The number that stood still. Money has a slow leak, and it's called inflation. A dollar doesn't stay a dollar. It quietly loses value every year while you're not looking. So $100,000 in, say, 1995 and $100,000 today are wearing the same outfit but living completely different lives. Back then, that salary bought a house, a couple of cars, and breathing room. Today, after decades of prices creeping up on everything groceries, gas, insurance, rent, that same 6-figure number buys a fraction of the life it used to. The number on the paycheck never changed. Its powers got drained. That's move 1, and it's the foundation of the whole trick. Move 2, the map. Here's where it gets sneaky, because $100,000 isn't even the same amount of money depending on where you're standing. In Mississippi, $100,000 is genuinely comfortable. You're near the top of the middle class, maybe knocking on the door of well-off. Drive that exact salary to California, or New Jersey, or Massachusetts, and suddenly, you're just average, barely holding the middle. In fact, 5 states now have a middle-class ceiling that crosses $200,000. Read that again. In parts of America, you can earn $190,000 a year and still be officially, statistically, middle class. Same dollars, same person. Totally different life, decided entirely by the zip code on your mail. That's the map trick, and it's why "Am I rich?" has no single answer anymore. Move 3. The raise that isn't a raise. This is the cruelest one, because it feels good while it robs you. Your boss gives you a raise. Congratulations. Except over the last year, after you adjust for inflation, the average American's real hourly pay actually went down. So millions of people got a bigger number on their paycheck and quietly got poorer at the same time. You feel like you're moving forward. The floor is sliding backward faster. It's a raise on paper and a pay cut in the checkout line. And almost nobody notices, because the number went up, which is exactly what the trick depends on. Move 4. The thing that ate the dream housing. If there's one villain in this whole story, it's the roof over your head. Homes used to cost a few years of the average income. Now, the ratio of home prices to income just hit its highest level since they started keeping records back in the 1960s, 60 years. The average American home is pushing $400,000, and mortgage rates aren't doing you any favors. So the single biggest piece of the American dream, owning a home, quietly floated out of reach for people earning what used to be dream money. You didn't get worse at life. The house ran away from you. So put the 4 moves together: the leaking number, the map, the fake raise, the runaway house, and the trick is complete. $100,000 sounds like winning. It feels like losing. And you've been blaming yourself the whole time. Now here's the reveal. And it's the part I actually need you to hear. This is not a you problem. The middle class isn't broke because millions of people simultaneously forgot how to budget. Look at the big picture. Back in 1971, about 61% of American adults lived in a middle-income household. By recent counts, that slid to around half. And the share of the whole country's income going to the middle class fell from roughly 62% in 1970 to about 43% today. The middle didn't fail. The middle got squeezed, hollowed out from both ends, while the finish line quietly kept moving. You've been running the same race your parents ran, except someone kept walking the finish line further away every year. So, what do you actually do with that? Two things. First, stop measuring yourself with a number from 1,995. Six figures isn't the trophy anymore. It's a starting point in a lot of the country, and a genuine win in the rest. The real question was never, how much do I make? It's the gap between what comes in and what your life actually costs where you live. A person making 70 grand in a cheap state can be building more wealth than someone making 150 in an expensive one. The gap is the game, not the salary. Second, the two levers you actually control are the same two that broke the dream, where you live and what you own. Winning the modern money game usually comes down to planting yourself somewhere, your dollars go further, and getting on the right side of housing instead of getting crushed by it. That's not glamorous advice. It's just the truth once you see how the trick works. Because that's the whole point of pulling back the curtain. The moment you see the trick, it stops fooling you. You stop blaming yourself and start playing the actual game on the actual board. And speaking of that board, if six figures is the new broke, it raises an even wilder question. What number does it actually take to feel rich in America now? Because it's climbed way higher than you'd think, and that's the next video.